Grace here, and I was thinking about special editions. Movies that are the movie you know, but maybe something a little extra. Once upon a time, it seemed like they would just slap special edition on any piece of crap you would buy just to make you feel like you're getting a deal. I don't want to look at that crap. I personally want to look at the things out of my movie collection that I hold very dear for one reason or another. Not necessarily my rarest pieces, but just the things that I like to show off when company is over that I know will appreciate good stuff. I will not be counting Arrow releases, nor will I count the Criterion Collection basic bitch collector's items. Babies first, collector's items. I will do a list one day where I talk about my favorite Criterions that I have and my favorite Arrow slash what's the other one? The Scream Factory. The Scream Factory collector's editions are really good too. I'm not here to talk about any of those. So here is a list of my top 5 favorite film oddities that I own.
Fixing bars is easy. Fixing people is tough.
First up, I'm going to start with the special edition collection that started me off. And that is the Fast and the Furious. Not only the first Fast and the Furious, but also Too Fast, Too Furious. These are complete stacked versions of the movies with so many special features. You will never run out of high-octane action. This is what they wanted for us before Blu-rays just sort of made it the standard, and then people forgot about it. In the menu system for Too Fast, Too Furious, you can choose your ride. You can choose from 3, and yes, they include the girl's car, to go through the menu with. Isn't that fun? Obviously, that wasn't the last Fast and the Furious collection that I ended up buying, of course. When it comes to movie collections, I actually have to give my favorite oddity to this action double feature featuring Demolition Man with Stallone and Wesley Snipes, as well as the truck driving, thumb wrestling, arm wrestling movie. My favorite thing about this double feature that makes it an oddity is that you cannot turn off the embedded subtitles. And you see what Balcazar has to offer. Grab your disc. Oh, they're both on one side. Love it when they do that. So you have to constantly be like, okay, demolition, widescreen, reverse side, over the top. Okay, so definitely the top one. Whichever one's the good one, I don't want to scratch it because that one has embedded subtitles in it and they won't go away, and I don't want them to.
Dan, dismantle the titty corner and set up a poker table.
I'm a bit of completionist, so that's why these Nuts oddities come in a similar form, but it's gonna be different. Let me just start out with this Mad Max High Octane, the quadrilogy. Not only do you get the thicker spine with the multiple Blu-rays, but you also get the black and white edition, the frickin' chrome edition. Totally have a 3D copy of Mad Max somewhere. Don't know where it is right now. I like this collection. Not only do you get Mad Max in it, you also get Mad Max again on DVD, but you do get the Road Warrior and the Road Warrior bonus disc, Beyond the Thunderdome, as well as Fury Road, and Fury Road, but not quite the oddity that I'm looking for. I think a good semi-completionist pack comes in the 4-pack with Eli Roth's Cabin Fever, Ty West's Disgrace Cabin Fever 2, the subliminal, one of the greatest horror films ever be captured on film in The Descent, followed up by one of the worst and most disappointing sequels to ever be created, The Descent 2. 2 sequels that completely hinge on the terrible ending of the first one. Similarly, in the same vein to this 4-pack, I got this golden MGM 4-pack, Return of the Living Dead, Wes Craven Swamp Thing, Bucket of Blood, and Frogs. I love it that if you can't read the covers on front, they wrote it out for you so you would know exactly what you're going to see. And I will tell you the highlight on here is Return of the Living Dead, but that Swamp Thing, not a bad time.
Back in the day, I even saw the Dead Kennedys.
Some oddities are fun because you just don't really see them on the shelves. I have yet to really come across this particular copy of Battle Royale. And that's a fun thing about the Goodwill, about the thrift shopping. Sometimes you find an uncut special edition of Battle Royale with so much freaking fire on the cover. Just look at the back of that box, full of flames, so full of rage. Whether or not I knew what this film was when I bought it, this packaging definitely makes me curious. It has just enough 90s bombasticness, and with that tagline, could you kill your best friend? Could you? Will this movie help me answer that? I don't know. I think what really takes a cake is if you can find a special edition that kind of grosses you out. Maybe one that features a little bit of an interactive quality to it. Not only do you have this classic, this 2003 reprint of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but when you take this sleeve off, you find underneath a slightly different type of DVD. Almost feels CD-like. And on the back of it is ground beef. If you know the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, then you would know that they're a bit of a cannibalistic family, maybe a little incestuous. Here they make it quite literal. They put a slab of beef on the back of the cover, give you a little inside joke before you even watch the movie. So if you're buying this special edition as the first edition of Texas Chainsaw Massacre that you have ever owned, you may think it's kind of odd. And while the inside of the cover may give you standard 2003 sort of DVD horror movie flair, there's just something really fun about seeing the fresh after 30 years over the man meat that gives this an overall thematic feeling that I think a lot of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre releases have been so good at capturing.
Have you actually ever seen any punk bands?
Back in the day before we had DVDs, we had VHS. Honestly, the best way to watch certain movies, RoboCop, I will never watch in HD. That is a strictly 480p form of movie. I would consider the Die Hard trilogy part of that group. The VHS copies of it is not only my preferred way to watch it, it's just how I remember it, baby. This 3-pack from what I'm assuming was Value Village, which Value Village, please don't put stickers on paper. It ruins these collector's editions. Sort of pisses me off. More so than the Star Wars trilogy, I would say these 3 movies had a profound impact as me as a child. Their action, their heart, their tales of a divorced dad and a cop taking things into his own hands. This version of Die Hard with a Vengeance is the original version that may be little different than the modern DVD releases of it. There's something about how the original pulls its bluntness that genuinely adds to the tension that Samuel L. Jackson feels when he's stepping in to save this white boy's ass. My VHS pick is actually gonna go to a newer release, 2009, for one of my all-time favorite movies, The House of the Devil. The House of the Devil is one of my absolute favorite horror movies, directed by Ty West. Just talk about Ty West in one of his most shameful horror moments. The House of the Devil is a low-key throwback to 1970s slow-moving, chilling horror, much like The Exorcist 3, takes its time and creeps up on you, playing on more of the mental. Let's not forget his other companion film, The Innkeepers. Similar type theme, but instead of devil occultness, more about ghosts. It's a ghost story. That one's a ghost story. One of my favorite new release horror films. Imagine my surprise when they decided to put it on VHS. And I know this isn't wasn't the first modern film to get a VHS release, but this is the one that definitely means the most to me, making it my preferred way to watch this movie. Like, I would really enjoy it if they just put Mike Flanagan's stuff on VHS. Give me the entire season of Midnight Mass on VHS, and I will love you forever.
But that's offensive to every douchebag I've ever met.
Some honorable mentions like Ari Aster's Midsummer's Director's Cut Special Edition. Comes in this beautiful fabric cover, just full to the brim of artwork and inspiration. However, it is too big to go directly onto my bookshelf. Therefore, it does not fit, and I have to keep it out on its own like it's a very, very special boy. And while, yes, do love this movie, I just need you on my shelf, bud. Another honorable mention is this thick-ass version of Dead Like Me, forgotten TV show from 2003, and one of my favorite creators who is cursed to never finish any project after American Gods, Hannibal, Wonderfall, Pushing Daisies. I don't think he'll ever be allowed to finish a project. But there's something about this old school way of doing collector's editions that I really miss, where the discs inside are on these little mini folds that make up the separate individual disc rather than one big insert where everything is just kind of, I don't know, mixed in together. I mean, just look at season 2. I hate this dangly shit. There's no pageantry in it. I like taking each disc out one by one. This just doesn't bring the satisfaction. But on this package, this can only be Dead Like Me. Can you even watch Dead Like Me anymore? Is it on any of the streaming services? Am I the only person that gives a about Dead Like Me? And our final honorable mention, I had it, there we go. Our final honorable mention, god damn it, final honorable mention, Bruce Campbell 3-pack. This is a 3-pack like many others before it. They just say you and put all 3 movies on one disc in the best quality. I'm sure of it. Here we get movies such as My Name is Bruce, a satirical look at Bruce Campbell as his own Three Amigos type situation. It's a meta narrative where he's an actor within the movie. Not to forget these other very forgettable movies such as Alien Apocalypse and Man with the Screaming Brain. Did I get this just for My Name is Bruce? Perhaps. Does it come with 2 other movies, making it a special little collector's edition? Absolutely. And that was our honorable mentions.
Who opened a window?
To close us off, I want to look at packaging that is so out there that you cannot really swap it out. If this packaging gets damaged, I don't have a book or anything to insert into a new Blu-ray case. I don't want these loose discs around. Honestly, probably wouldn't have bought this if it wasn't for the tin can, making this one a bit of a useless purchase. Good thing that isn't my only tin can. Aren't you impressed? You don't know what movie this is just based off of this round little meatball here? I don't know, is that Cancer? Is it 50-50, the movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt? No, it's Total Recall. You know, the Arnold Schwarzenegger, Paul Verhoeven movie about him on Mars? About him as like an assassin on Mars? For this release, they decided to give you a special bonus offer instead of sleeving the disc. They literally could not give a about. But these special promotional offers have got to be something sizzling. An offer for a Polaris jet ski. Make your deal on new Polaris watercraft. Get an extra $100 off. Can you imagine going in to buy a jet ski and you're asking for $100 off because you bought Total Recall on DVD? Esquire magazine, Esquire being the masculine Metro magazine at the time, do have a sweepstakes for Esquires. Winners will be chosen at random on or about December 22nd, 2001. I think we're a little late to this one. The winner could receive a Polaris 2002 model Freedom, about $6,000 ARV. Polaris and Esquire really promising a lot here. If on a next page, you get a free Blair Witch Project DVD. Buy any one of these: Stargate, The Doors, Terminator 2, Dirty Dancing, The Blair Witch 2, and I literally can't read that one. I don't fucking know. Plus, you gotta either buy Total Insync, Basic Insync, or Total Recall, and then you get The Blair Witch Project for free on DVD. That is a hell of a deal if you ask me. You have to mail it in. $3.95 shipping and handling. To get your free DVD, simply purchase the special edition DVD of either Basic Instinct or Total Recall Plus, any one of the following, made between 9/18/2001 and 3/18/2002, enclose the original dated cash register sale receipts, or ordering through the internet the original dated package slips. Clearly circle the purchase dates. A proof of purchase tabs found on the back of the packages. This completed official mail-in form, and check money order, no cash please, for the $3.95 made payable to the Express Group. Oh, do you think I can still get it? I have this. Boom. T2. That was one of the movies, right? I got T2 right there. I got Dirty Dancing. What more do you need? Can I get a free DVD yet? We got an ad for Juice in here. We got an ad for Vacations. Incredible stuff going on in the limited edition Total Recall. Not to mention the Necronomicon edition of The Evil Dead 2. I know there's a version of Evil Dead 1. I already have so many versions of Evil Dead. I got 2 in the fun little packaging. I don't know, it's kind of gross. I don't really like it. I have a better version of Evil Dead 2, and it's like I'm just gonna grab the Blu-ray. I got the Blu-rays right there. That's the special edition in itself. When it comes to special collector's editions, nothing feels more special to me than literally turning the Blu-ray case into a character from your movie. Taking see danger and turning them into the case itself. You get the Blu-ray 3D disc in it, dude. Saw this at Amoeba. It was on sale, and I said, I need a version of this that is in 3D. And then you go to the back here, and that's where your discs live. Look at that. Look how smooth that is. Like, yo, want to watch Pacific Rim? Hey. For me, when you're just looking at special packaging, something that makes me giggle but doesn't hinder my ability to watch the movie itself is all I'm asking for. Or maybe I could have been fine just buying the regular version on Blu-ray or DVD. So yeah, with that, I guess, that's all I have to say. Next time I'll look at like complete collections and go over maybe my favorite complete collections of work and media. But for me, when it comes to special editions, special disc, can't do much better than these. Let me know if you agree in the comments below. Stay swazzy, stay posy, and I'll see you on the flip side. And I'll check you on the flip side.